Welcome back to the Sanctuary, Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail, and the physical ranged DPS questline. Last episode, we met with Ceetol Ja, who is on the pursuit of the Steelhog vessel, a artifact that imbues the user with nigh invincibility. But it has been stolen by a man by the name of what is it? Shaltolfite. Shaltolfite. That name does not roll off the tongue. Shaltolfite? I'm gonna use that from now on. Anyway. On top of that, Mamulja mercenary is also among the group, one that Ceetol Ja knows. So, a lot to deal with. But before we do, let's consult the Wheel of Range and see what job we're going to be doing for this quest. And looks like Bard's gonna be front and center this episode, and Dancer will be our next episode. But for now, honestly, I don't know how I like the shirt, but everything else, when I'm able to diet, I'll see about, you know, dressing it up with some other glams. But for now, let's just get right down to it with the level 92 quest, Bandits Abound.
Chris, I heard something that might help us. One of these soldiers has been contending with the same bandits who stole the vessel. I'll go and find him. Give me a moment, would you?
Just walk right through me.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
When she told me she'd been sent an assistant, I never would have guessed it'd be the savior of Alamigo himself.
You're something of a local celebrity, I take it. I'd love to hear more about that. But for now, let's concentrate on the matter at hand.
Yes, quite. The bandits you've been chasing are part of a spate of recent incidents in Alamigo. What's more, it appears that Shaltolfite is part of a larger network known as the Passage of the Unbound, which is spreading its mayhem far and wide. In particular, they've been carrying out raids on trade caravans heading here from Gridania. We've increased patrols along that route. The bastards strike so quickly that they've usually made good their escape by the time aid arrives. On the rare occasions we've caught them in the act, they use some kind of device or magic object to deflect our arrows and send us sprawling.
That's the Steelhog vessel. It was stolen from my village, you see. I'm sorry for all the trouble it's caused. The one who took it, Shaltolfite, said something about using its power to help the oppressed and destitute. What do you think he meant by that?
That sounds familiar. The reports say the thieves were shouting something along those lines during their other raids. They claim the merchants are overworking and underpaying their laborers, and therefore deserve to be targeted. I don't see how stealing a bunch of goods helps the workers, and there's not a shred of evidence that anyone is being exploited. If you ask me, they're just in it for the money. In any case, the reasons won't matter a jot once they're behind bars. But for that, we'll have to catch them first. The most recent incident occurred near Porta Praetoria, one of the waypoints on the road to the palace. If you want to know more, you'd best hear it straight from the commander there. Anyway, I'll send word ahead to let her know you're coming. Assuming you are, that is.
Yes, of course. Much appreciated. This sounds like a promising lead. The soldiers here were good enough to explain the lie of the land around here, so I shouldn't have any trouble making the journey by myself. I'll see you there. All right. Porta Praetoria in the locks. Good, you're both here. My colleague at the Reach has told me everything. I can confirm that we have had several sightings of Shuttlefite and his gang in recent days. They've even taken to ambushing our patrols. Whereas most brigands would flee from armed and armored soldiers, this lot seems to take pleasure in goading us into attacking. The treasure they carried makes them invulnerable. It can also emit a devastating blast, but that's only effective at short range. Shuttlefite wants to draw your soldiers into close quarters because they stand no chance. Well, that explains their uncommon boldness. Thank you. This information will go far in helping us contend with the bandits.
Sorry to interrupt.
Who might you be?
Oh, simple peddlers, my good lady. I myself am of Gridotnian stock, and after learning my craft in the markets of Ul'dah, I now deliver all manner of finery to eager patrons throughout Eorzea. But enough about that. I hope you'll forgive me, but I couldn't help overhearing you mention a gang of highwaymen. We've heard similar tales from other traders passing through, and it seems some stretches of road are more dangerous than others. In fact, the bandits are most often seen at a specific location not far from here. If you like, we can take you there ourselves.
Please, by all means. Wait. Chris can take care of himself, but I can't allow any more civilians than necessary into an area believed to be teeming with bandits. It seems I have no choice but to ask you to go without me. Sorry, but if those highwaymen did turn up, I wouldn't be much good in a fight. While you head off to investigate, I'll see if there's any more information to be had here.
Then it is settled. I shall leave our newfound friend in your capable hands. What? Oh, if you say so. I suppose we should be on our way then. If we do run into those highwaymen, you'll protect us, right? It's a trap. Clearly it's a trap. One's headed your way now. You know what to do. What? Unacceptable! Either you do this without my help, or I'll find someone who can. Show some backbone for once. I don't like the sound of this. Doo-da, doo-da. This is gonna get me pissed. Oh, doo-da day. Might as well take flight. We don't have all night. Time to get our ass ambushed. Oh, doo-da day. We're almost there. Just on the other side of this gully. Actually, if it's all the same to you, we'll wait here while you go on ahead. This is already more than close enough for my liking. Hello. Nice try. You beat them? All of them? How very fortunate. Well then, I'd best contact the boss. I'm sure he'll want to know all about this. No doubt he's still talking to your friend and the commander. I'll be glad to hear you've come to no harm. You'll never guess what, boss? He trounced a lot of them. Ah, yes, understood. I'm not quite sure why, but he said they'll be here in a jiffy.
Is it true? You beat them all single-handedly? Gods be good. I'm glad you're on our side. Anyway, I'll take it from here.
My, very impressive. And how jolly convenient for those villains to appear exactly where we thought they would, too. But above all, I'm glad no one was hurt. Well, no one important, that is.
I'm relieved to see that everyone's safe. It must have taken a lot of courage to bring Chris here, knowing that danger could be lurking around every corner. Are you sure you're alright? If you're putting on a brave face for our benefit, there's no need, I assure you.
No, we're fine. Gonna be better. Well then, I'd say that's enough excitement for one day. We'd best continue on our way to the Alamegan Quarter. Wares to sell, deals to broker, that sort of thing. I dare say it'll be some time before any ne'er-do-wells have the gall to descend upon this neck of the, desert. And as for you, my friends, I'd advise you not to stray too far from the beaten path. If you know what's good for you. Ta-ta!
There's nothing left for us to do here, so let's head back to Porta Praetoria.
Ceetol?
Well, that was all very strange. One moment they're helping us apprehend criminals, and the next they're racing off to peddle their wares elsewhere. Merchants certainly are a busy lot, aren't they? Not that I'm complaining, of course. With those suspects in custody, I'm sure the Resistance will be able to wring some valuable information from them. I expect all that wringing will take a while, though. It looks like we've been given an opportunity for a little rest. You've certainly earned it.
The next quest will be the level 94 quest, Take Me to Your Leader. But for now, we are gonna take a quick break while we enjoy the sunshine that just deigned us with its presence. We'll be back in just a bit. If you're watching on Twitch, stay tuned. If you're watching on YouTube, here are the links provided. We'll see you in a bit.